Hey YouTube, I'm gonna make a little birthday video. Today's my birthday. Gonna give y'all a little glimpse into the wild and crazy stuff I do on my birthday. Y'all ready for this? We are gonna put an alternator on the old flatbed. She's a pretty good old truck. I put two new batteries on her here a while back. That is the 7.3 diesel. Never been much of a Ford fan, but this truck's slowly changing my mind. I've done a lot of work to her so far. There's a lot more to go. But as some of y'all know, my wife and mother-in-law are doing junk ranch this weekend. So they're vendors. They sell antiques and furniture and whatnots, and redo furniture. And anyway, that's why the stock trailers. Y'all probably get a video of that tomorrow. But tonight we're going to change the alternator. I'm going to give a little shout out to Blind Faith Outdoors. It's a local outreach ministry for hunters and sportsmen. But tell you what, I'm going to get all my tools and stuff set up to do this alternator change, and today my niece down in Texas sent me a video clip of my great niece singing happy birthday to me. It was a highlight of my day. It's super cute. So while I'm setting up here, I'm gonna let y'all watch that and get your daily dose of cuteness. So I will be right back.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Uncle Pat. Happy birthday to you. Say happy birthday, Uncle Pat.
Happy birthday, Uncle Pat.
Say I love you.
Love you.
Alright guys, what'd y'all think of that little video? That was cute, huh? That is my niece's daughter, Emma, Ms.Emma as we call her. They live down in Texas. We just love them to death. We wish they lived closer so we could see more of them, but you know, life gives you options, and you got to do what's best for your family, and we all get that. So I want to thank Sarah for sending me that video and Miss Emma for singing for me. So let's get to this alternator real quick. In that flail mower video that I did, I had a couple guys say I should have slowed it down, so I should have showed them how to change that belt. Not that they'd ever do it, but they just wanted to see the mechanics of it. So I'm gonna show you this alternator. I have, for the sake of time, went ahead and took this belt off. There's a tensioner down there. You put a ratchet in and just pull it over, pop the belt off. The alternator's right here. I have already unplugged it, but we're going to take this other wire off, and I believe this is the charging wire. It is a 10mm on the back of this. Get that tucked out of the way there. We'll put this back on. These are standard. They are standard 1/2 inch. Y'all can't see me, but I'm standing on a what we call a splice seat. Get an extension for that. Oh, we lost our camera. Bear with me. I think a dog ran into it. See if we can get y'all set back up here. How's that look? Look good? Look good. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm standing on what we call a splice seat. I work for a telephone company, and it's just a little plastic box that we sit on when we're splicing cables or fibers or whatever the case may be. It's got a little, it's hollow in the inside, so you can put all your trash and everything in it while you're working. Make life so much easier. The reason I know this alternator is bad, in case you don't know, there's a couple ways you can check them. You can start your vehicle, jump it or whatever, just get it started, and then pull the positive side of your battery off. If it dies, your alternator is not working. It's not putting down any voltage. The other way to check is check your batteries before you start it. Most batteries will set right around anywhere from 12.5 to like 13 volts. Good batteries, I should say. With it started, you should be somewhere around 14.5 volts. That's how you know it's charging. There's the old alternator. I'm going to, y'all cannot see what I'm doing, but I'm going to go ahead and put some grease on these connectors back here, some non-corrosive conductive grease that will keep any corrosion from forming, or water getting on it, or whatever the case may be. And just to humor some of y'all, I got several comments, one being from my beautiful wife, that I say way too much in these videos. So I've really been working on that. I tell you what, working on vehicles, working on tractors, building fence, whatever the case may be, just outside in the yard playing, I think is way better than sitting in the house playing video games. This didn't start out to be one of those videos, but since it's on my mind, I got a real issue with people that sit around and play video games all day. But what it boils down to is I think it skews their reality. And part of it is, I used to have to go into everybody's house and do work, and it would really chap my hide. Middle of a work week, I'm there doing my job, and they're just sitting at home all day playing video games while their kids running around in dirty diapers. Smells like weed in the house, and just nasty. But yet they've got every brand new gaming console on the market. That just irritates me to no end. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a place for it in moderation. I do have a nephew and a brother-in-law that like to game with each other. They're some distance apart, and that's their way to connect because they don't see each other every day. That's great. That's awesome. What I have a problem with is if the gamer does have a daytime job and does have kids, coming home after working all day, going in a room by yourself, vegging out playing games all day instead of spending time with your family or doing something constructive with your life. Especially if your family's financially struggling. I mean, there's stuff you can always do on the side, but I don't want this to be one of those preaching videos. Just food for thought. My humble opinion. Some of y'all may never watch the channel again after that, but that's okay. Anyway, I'm going to make sure I'm going to put a wrench on these, make sure I got them good and tight. Don't think she's going anywhere. I'm gonna put a little bit of this anti-corrosion conductive grease on my finger here. Just gonna rub on that right there. I did unhook the, if I didn't say before, I did unhook the positive side of both the batteries on this motor. Otherwise I would have arced right there. Caused maybe a little bit of a shock. That clicked and seated. Let's tighten up that other cable. Was going to happen. Keep this as lined up as I can so that when it come off, I want to get a good connection on there though without stripping it out. There we are. Okay. YouTube land. Tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put that belt back on. Hook the battery cables back up. And I will show you, I will get my voltmeter. We'll check the battery before and after I start it. See if this brand new alternator is doing the job. Okay, YouTube. You're seeing this live and unrehearsed with me here. We're going to go ahead and make sure these batteries are where they should be. There's the positive. I don't know if y'all can see that. There's a negative. Oh, hey. We on DC? Yeah, we're on DC. Get in there. Stay. Hard to do with one hand, people. There we go. We're at 12.3 without the engine running. Let's fire her up, see what happens. We are fired up. Still hard to do one-handed, people. We started at 12.3. We are at 12.68 and climbing. So it is charging. There we go. We're into the 13 range. We're climbing fast. She's charging. I think I jumped on it too quick. But she will run on up to about 14 and a half. Thanks for watching. That is my wild and crazy birthday video. Have a good day.